if I tell you to print this data in one page, you will fumble around. Let me show you how. If you do it Control P, now it's showing 12 pages. Okay, so the data is in 12 pages. So how do you select, or how do you make it in one page? Either most people will go here and make it fit sheet on one page. When you click like this, the data will somehow look like that. Okay, so this is one way of doing it, but there is a better way of doing it, which you will know all the print setting in this video. So stay tuned, watch till the end. So since you have this massive data on your screen and you need to check the print preview each time you want to print, so basically first thing what you need to do, go to quick access toolbar and click here and access this print preview and print. Click here. Now this sign is already here. When you click here, it will directly take you to this print preview. By the way, we need to remove this, no scaling. Okay, so now, so before we begin, there is one more thing you can do here in the quick access toolbar. Like, you can enable any of those buttons, especially this ascending and descending order. Okay, so example, I keep my cursor anywhere in the sheet and I enable this sort ascending. Now if I click here, everything, the data will be transformed into an ascending order, so it looks much way better now. Okay, so what do we do now? We need to print. So simply we go here, print preview. So this is how it's gonna look like. Now we need to change the settings. So okay, so we'll start from here, copies. So if you want to print the number of copies, you can click here, as many as you want to print. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do to know that how many copy you want to print. So you can print from here. Select your printer, whichever the printer is available, or you don't have the printer, you can add printer from here. Okay, that's the second thing you need to do. Or you can go to the printer properties. If there is anything which is in line to print, it will appear here, which is not right now. Okay, so then next, these settings I will be explaining you in details. So first thing is print active sheet. So there are three functions here. Only the active sheet will be printed if you select this print active sheet. Now if I want to print the entire workbook, no matter how many worksheets are inside this entire workbook, so let's try this. So if I click here, whatever the sheets there in this workbook, it will appear here. So total number of 56 pages are there, because there are several sheets are there. Now I go back again to active sheet only. Okay, so we are back. Now the third function we have is print selection, which simply means how it works. Let me show you. If I select this area and I want to go print, and I say print selection, so it will only show me what I wish to print. Okay, you can select this particular area and you can print. So this is how it works. Now we remove this, we go to print active sheet again, and here we have pages, means you can select the particular pages which you wish to print. Example, I want to print 1 and I want to print 10, only 1 to 10, between 1 to 10. So I don't want to print 11 and 12, or I want to print 1 to 1, only first page I need to print, so 1 to 1. That's how you can print. Another way of changing this setting is collated, and you select here collated and uncollated. Okay, collated basically means will go in sequence 1 2 3 4, and uncollated is like 1 1 1 1, how many copies you want to print, 2 2 2, how many copies you want to print. So this function also very important. Landscape and portrait, there are two. If you do it in portrait, the data will show like this, it came in 10 pages, and if you go to landscape, the data will look like this, it will go in 12 pages. Okay, so in order to change however your data looks like, you can fix it. Okay, now we have multiple options of pages. Usually it should go letter or A4, so you select any of them, both are quite similar. Okay, so best thing you can select is always letter. Then we have margins. So how do we select margins? There is normal margin, there is wide, there is narrow, and custom setting, whichever you wish to. So margin I will be coming later on. Now scaling. In scaling, you have 3-4 options here. No scaling basically means the actual size will be printed. Fit on one page. Everything will fit in one page, whatever the data is there. Fit all columns in one page. Mind it, is the columns only will be fixed on one page in this case. So let me go no scaling, and again I will show you fit in one. So it's the same thing, all the columns are fixed in one. No scaling again, and now we go to fit all rows in one page. So all the rows are fit in one page. Now we have only 2 pages. Okay, so we go no scaling, The last thing we have is the page setup. So when you open the page setup, this dialog box opens up. Here there are 4 functions. Number 1 is page. You select either portrait or landscape according to the requirement, or you can do here the adjustments of your scaling. Example, if I want to adjust this 30 and click OK, so everything comes up in one page. This is how we do custom scaling. But if you do not know that how much the actual size could be for your printing, so how do you do that? Okay, so for that matter, you need to go fit to, let it be the 100, and fit to 1. Always put 1 and remove this one from the end, and that is it. Click OK. So now it will give you the data in one page, no matter how many pages data is there, and it will be the setup. Then we have margins. Margins are the space which are on the 4 sides. So left side, how much margin you want to keep. If you want to keep more margin, there will be more empty space. You want to keep less margin, the data will spread up. Okay. So header, footer, of course, top and bottom. So you can change, you can increase, you can decrease. That's your choice. Then third function we have is header, footer, which we already have seen in first this margin. You can see the same thing is there. Then sheets, if you want to print the grid line or no, black and white, or draft quality, row and column headings, anything. If you want to change settings here, you can also change those settings. You can select the print area also. You can remove the rows to repeat at top, columns to repeat at left, all of those. Any comments whichever you wish to print on no at the end of the sheet, at displayed on the sheet. Any errors if you want to display it, blank, NA, whatever. So these functions you can enable while page printing, okay, in the sheet. So we go back, simple. Now the data is fixed on one page, okay. So this data which was there in 12 pages, now we have make it on one page, and it will be readable when you do that, okay, when you print it out. Right now, since I don't have printer, so I can't print it, but I hope you have got that, the idea of printing. So this is it, guys. Hope you like the video. If you like it, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time. There are such videos coming up.